guys. Thanks for sticking around. I had a bunch of jokes for those kids, and I probably would have insulted them, so maybe it's a good thing they left. Anyway, my name is Ame2bme, and I'm a legend in my own mind. So, and I'm famous too, and actually, I have 92 subscribers on my YouTube, so more people know I'm famous than they used to know, Anyway, I got this card here, if y'all want one, and look me up on YouTube, you can be one of the subscribers. And I don't have to reiterate all my story, because I'm one of those storyteller comedians that gets 5 minutes every once in a while. I actually drove here from New Braunfels tonight, and I left my dogs in the car, because hey, what the hell, they're dogs, right? They probably eat your pizza if I brought them in here, and I really have fun doing this thing. I've been doing it forever. I actually have my COVID vaccine already, and because my mother's in nursing care, and I'm 61 years old, and I'm rocking it, right? I didn't think I'd make it this long, and it amazes me sometimes. I look in the mirror and I go, who the fuck is that? Half the time I'm like, where are those wrinkles coming from? I'm like, and everything on me is real, except the push-up bra, I got some hair color, right? I got a few tattoos, and I'm wearing some makeup, and this fucking fake-ass tooth from when they threw me on my face and Christmas keeps on breaking. And I thought to myself, the only artificial thing I have that fucking helps my appearance, it just keeps breaking off every couple of years. What if I had gotten boobs, and half of it fell off? I'd be mad at this goddamn boob guy, right? Now I'm mad at the fucking dentist who screwed up my credit in the first place and done this shitty bridge work too. But as soon as I get my COVID check, I'm gonna get this goddamn tooth fixed. Because let me tell you, I'm sick of wearing those masks. I've got the vaccine, I'm sick of the masks. I'm sick of them. I know they serve a purpose, don't get me wrong, don't get me political, okay? But anyway, it's really not political. In a sense, okay, if you have sense, you'll know that they ain't never happened before, and if you think you got the answer, you're fucking wrong, because none of us know. None of us know, so let's agree with that, and we're going to go with it, right? Okay, so anyway, so a few things about me, other than the fact that you already know my age. I really love to watch documentaries and whatnot, and I watched a documentary on Walt Disney, and I got really interested in Mickey Mouse. And did y'all know that Mickey Mouse used to be a rabbit? Do you know that? He used to be a rabbit named Oswald. Disney made him into a rabbit. And then in 1925, they decided to make him into a mouse, right? So, he made this really cool cartoon. He had little pointy ears, but it didn't really look like a mouse. The thing about Mickey Mouse is he got so goddamn famous. He got too big for his britches. Because, way down, he was 24 years old when I was born. And one day, he goes in front of a judge, a divorce court, because, he had Minnie Mouse along the way, he got tired of rats, and he's trying to get rid of her, right? He's trying to get rid of her. And the judge says to Mickey, he says, just because you're famous doesn't mean I need to be divorced just because she's crazy. And Mickey said, what do you mean? I didn't say Minnie was crazy. I said she was fucking goofy! Anyway. Y'all didn't get that? You don't know comics anyway. I'm semi-retired. My husband and I saved up a whole bunch of money. We bought a semi, and we put a little tanker on it. He works out in the oil field, and I do the paperwork, and I'm retired. I spend the money when you think, I hum in public. That's another thing about me. I hum in public instead of cussing people out because I fucking really hate people unless they laugh at me. And I want them to laugh at me, so keep laughing. Remember, Ame2bme's Comedy, A-M-Y-O-P-T-Y, apostrophe S, comedy on YouTube. Anyway, hey, my last subscriber, my 92nd one, you're not going to believe this, was my baby's daddy. Honest to God, he called me. He hadn't called me in 2 years, right? And I'm like, what have you been doing? I go, have you ever looked up Ame2bme's Comedy? So he was my 92nd subscriber last week. So, here's a good one. When I was in prison all those years, you'll learn about that if you watch my comedy on. When I was in prison, this girl, she said the reason why she came back to prison and she violated her parole is because she used her dog's pee to pass the drug test, and she didn't realize that the dog was inhaling too. Anyway. That's a true story, I swear to God. It is. I just checked it up. Did you know that last year the Vatican had a meeting on fucking sexual abuse? It was called the Sexual Abuse Summit. That should never goddamn be the same sentence. But anyway, that's a little political. Okay, I'm taking this off these few parts here. This is how I think, all in this complicated thing. Anyway, there's a new career has been made, and I was going to do these young people. You know what that new career is? Teaching young kids how to grocery shop. Are you fucking kidding me? That's all you see in the grocery store in New Braunfels. And these little kids wheeling their goddamn things and all over people's shit they're going to bring to their car. I saw the guy pick his nose under his mask and pick up the fucking scissors and don't listen to me. I mean, I'm a German, but I'm just gonna laugh. Okay, hey, do you know, have you ever met anyone that's in prison, sir? You know, I mean, I literally was in prison for 13 years, and I have to remember what it's like. It'll be almost 17 years I've been out of there. You know, but every once in a while I watch a prison show, and I'm like, they do not have it right. They do not have it right. I mean, has anybody watched Orange is the New Black? Anybody watch that shit? If y'all want to know what's real, there is not one fucking thing about that show that's right. Not one thing. I mean, you know what a fall partner is? I mean, if you read the book, those two girls did a crime together and they get the fuck in prison. That does not happen. And you do not get away with shit. There was a pregnant girl on like one of the first seasons I stopped watching it. Because there's no way a woman can keep a secret. There's no fucking way a woman can keep a secret. And that girl was like, you know, anyway. So, done with that. Y'all aren't into prison? I mean, whatever. Hey, one last thing. How much time do I got left? We keep going? Oh, hey. Other than Mickey Mouse, who's your favorite celebrity? Anybody? I love celebrities. You know, the most famous person I've ever kissed. You want to hear her? I'm going to tell you, my mother, did I mention she has Alzheimer's? Well, you know, years ago when I was in middle school, there was this Henry Winkler, the Fonz. You know who the Fonz is? Henry Winkler? And Ron Howard. Ron Howard, who was Opie. You know, I used to be called Opie-Oppie, by the way. But anyway, Opie on Ame2bme, he was waiting there at Montgomery Ward in Wheaton, Maryland, to kiss everybody that showed up at the Montgomery Ward. I'm not kidding. That was before AIDS, way the fuck before COVID. And you know, we all waited in line to kiss Henry Winkler and Ron Howard. Right on the list, no kidding. My mother, to this day, she might not know where she is. She might not know who I am. She might not remember that we just went outside or we ate something. But damn it, if I say, do you remember kissing the Fonz? How much you want to bet she always remembered that shit. So y'all have a really nice night. What do you remember? Ame2bme Thanks comedy. Hello. Go look it up. I want to see more subscribers on there. I'll see you next time I come back. Thank you.